All right, welcome to this presentation. Now, in this one, I'm going to show you how you can use Chitchatchannel for your Agile Scrum development. Now, it's called the Chitchatchannel Holistic Agile Scrum Development, the CHASD, for a reason, because you're going to have a very holistic one-stop view of the entire project. And that's the essence, really, of, like other applications like Jira or Osana, or it's all about what are you doing at this point in time, where is the project at, what's happening. And Chitchatchannel, the CHASD, gives you a holistic view. It's a new thing, but it's totally awesome, and you'll see it in a minute. All right, so what we will just get straight at it. We're going to create a channel. We're going to have a participant, like a team member on the channel. I'm going to show you all these views right now, so let's go straight at it. Okay, first thing is you're going to be in presenter mode. You'll see all these channels like this, but we're going to create one, and I'm sure you know how to navigate to get here, but let me show you real quick. So when you register for the first time, you're going to see something like this. You're going to be in this view. This is called participant view, where you can join channels and all that and drop. These are channels. Now these channels are going to be like for your project management. These will be the different projects you're working on, or the different, whatever you set up. Now we're going to go straight there, my account, and we're going to switch over to becoming a presenter. Presenters are able to have their own channels. You can build your own channels, create your channel. So we're going to do that and update. And now we're here. I'm going to create one channel. All right, we're going to call it, let's call it Vision 2020. You don't have to put anything here. Well, this is where people read it to know what it's all about before joining the channel. So let's just say Vision 2020 here as well. For want of time, I'm going to give it an image. You want it to have a channel image, so let's select that one. It says, will you sell? Well, this is for a project, so we're not going to say maybe, excuse me. we're going to just say no and leave it like that. Okay, boom, you see the channels created. It's 1592.2. now we're going to give that number to your participant, excuse me, your participant to join. You know what? And 1592.2, that was, let's type that 1592.2, right? And so you see that, oh well, it's not available, so I'm going to make it available here. And that's how you do that, by clicking on this one. It becomes available so they can join, and that's all the concept of it. You can't join a channel if it's not available, right? So you can join it now, and you're part of that channel as a team member. And I always advise, if you're setting up a channel, you want to have yourself as a team member, just so you can see, because you have different views. You'll be able to see what the team member sees, just to be sure. And now when I go to view channel, you're going to see the person who joined, the team members joined. You can invite them by email here. We're going to skip all that. We're going to go straight to building the channel. All right, so the first time you get the channel is going to be blank. You're going to create, that's the beauty of this, you can file and shelve stuff. So you're going to create things. Let's start by saying, and you're going to watch why it works like this. We're going to call it, let's just say, President's remarks. Now, the beautiful thing about this is that you can also, and I'm going to grab a picture while I'm speaking, you can also have your, in the typical project management office, you don't get to see the president or the VP IT, depending on how big the company is. I mean, something like banks, they're very far from you, but smaller companies tend to, yeah. But we're going to have this holistic view where everybody is able to be part of it, right? And so you're going to, let's select a video. I want to put a video for this. Let's select this one, I believe. And you can put something like this, say, President's speech. Now, what we're trying to do, I'm going to just rush through, and you're going to click save. So you know what we did right now? We added a title. We added a screenshot, we added a video, and we add some content, and we're going to say save, and you'll see the video upload there, right? And so that has uploaded. Now let's see how, and anytime you post something, the team members are going to get an email, and you can imagine they'll get something like content sheet, like president's remarks, and all that, so they know where to go. But I want to see what these team members see. I'm going to refresh it just to get you a sense of, now what we're trying to do is build it up a bit. They're able to see it, and if you scroll down, I'm using a phone, by the way. And
good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for coming to beautiful Maui with Qualcomm for Snapdragon Summit. 2019 has been a year of launches of 5.
All right, so that's kind of the president's remarks. If you had some text, it'll be in there. You can add whatever you want. He becomes part of the system, the ecosystem of your CHASD, right? And that's cool. And let's go back and continue building. Sorry, that's not this one. I want to go back, and I'm going to really hope we're in the right one. No, this is still the participant, and this is the guy we want. We're going to just rush through, give you a structure. You understand how Agile, the artifacts that make up Agile, right? So the first thing, I just want to just quickly do a few. Now, here's how this works. Wherever you put the cursor is where it, underneath that, the next thing will be built. So I want to put something for the president again. Let's just call it a theme. Let's just call it a theme, because he wants to speak about the, let's get an image as well. The theme, let's get one. I think I had something for a theme here, and we can get that. And say he says the theme, he says we call it application transformation 2020. Application transformation. You know what themes are in the Agile life cycle, right? The process of Agile. The theme is kind of like the big head, the big thing, what it's all about, what this quarter will be all about. I'm switching between phones. You can see that's the theme. It shows up here. Boom, theme. Okay, just something to get you. See how that looks? The images you upload go there. You can play around with images, you can add more content and all that, but I'm just really wanting to show you how the structure of the Agile comes together. And we're going to go right down to epics and everything. And we're going to do that real quick. So again, we've got that done. And you can see the views are different. The work view, this is kind of like a work view. Now I want to say, all right, let's talk about the project. The president, this is still under the president. Let's talk about or let's say maybe director. Let's give it a director. Let's introduce a director who will be under the president. All right. So let's say, and you understand what I'm doing. I'm going to add something there, and it will come under the hair. So that's it. And then we're going to keep on building. So you can get your director involved too. The director, and that's the beautiful thing. The president has more speeches. He puts them down. No, I'm going to put director sign on its own. You can put it there. Director has his own, and let's say director, opening remarks, and you will say anything. We'll grab an image for the director as well. Let's just grab something we have, something quick, or maybe we'll just grab. Let me grab this. Okay, fourth quarter, because that is, and I'll just say get a video, and you're going to get the sense of it. We're building it together, and we're going to just wing it and see how nice it looks. We can get that one too, and we'll say save as well. All right, and so that is saving there. We're getting a structure. Let's look at how it looks from the participants view, the team members. All right, it's coming in nicely, and you see how it's becoming take shape holistically. You're able to see and view and see the content as well. So we're going to refresh this one as well. We're just going to just bear with me. Let's build a few, see how it looks. All right, director, let's say the director says is going to talk about this quarter, and then the epics and co. Let's say fourth quarter. Let's call this fourth quarter. Okay. Get an image again. Same image. This time we're going to get a video. Get another video. Let's say director is talking about some good stuff happening. Let's get this one, and we can save. You can put context. And what I'm going to do later, after we build a frame, we're just going to go back and throw in all the content so that by the time we have the next video, which will be shortly after, you'll be able to see how it all comes to how it has finally come together. You can see how we're building it up, it's coming together, coming slowly. And it's not just about posting this or that. We haven't gone into what those things have, but as we move closer, we're going to move to epics. We're going to start seeing how that fits in. So let's say under the fourth quarter initiative, all right, here's where we want to start getting, let's add a table. Insert table. Let's use how many rows? Let's have 4. For epics, let's have 2 rows, 3. Okay, that's fine. And we're going to say, all right, epic 1. And you know what an epic is, right? Epic 2. Let's say this is, and I'll tell you in a bit. Let's just call it time details and timeline. So timeline. So you begin to see. Did we add an image? Maybe we do. Let's grab the same image just to keep it flowing, keep it nice, and keep it flowing as well. What image was that? It was a fourth quarter, right? I had something like that here. You can't see it when you need it, but I've seen it. All right, there you go. And we're going to save this. All right. Oh, content. Let's see. Epics. Let's call it epics. We're going to save that. All right. And we'll refresh that. It's saved already. Again, you will get to understand how, but this is the agile holistic one now. You're going to see how everything comes. Let's click on that, see epics, what happens. Fourth quarter. I will, like I said, I'm going to flesh this out later on. You'll see how they all come together, right? But right now, we're just giving it kind of the framework. We're going back, and we'll see. All right, let's go to epic 1. We'll throw that under this. So you remember I said wherever you put your cursor, I've put it here. So I'm going to see epic 1, 2, 3 kind of thing. But I'm just going to put 1 for you to see how that will be. We'll call it epic 1. I give it some space there, and let's grab. I think I have something for epics, right? Epic 1. All right, there's an epic 1, and you can say under epic 1, what's it about? Let's say, let's give it a name. Maybe our epics were, let's say, create mobile apps. Now an epic is kind of like a bucket of what all of like, imagine you have like sprints, you have product backlogs, and all these, when you put them in one bucket, what do you give it a name? And that big name you want to give it, that will depict what everything is all about. So let's say create mobile apps for ERP. That could be epic 1. Epic 2 could be something else, and we're going to say save. And of course, you meant to give it some talk here. Maybe let's leave it like that. I'll flesh it out later, and I can edit and come back and flesh it out. But right now, I just want to create a framework so you see how Agile works and how Agile comes together. In this, you can see epic 1. You can see that it's coming together. It's coming together. All right. And now, let's say that you want to introduce a team. By the way, who's the team? What's the team all about? Let's say we introduce a team here. At this point, we say that we're going to introduce a team, or maybe the director should introduce a team. Let's put it under here, director opening remarks. team. It says the team. You know, you see how it comes together. You have, once you understand the roles within the team, you understand the objectives within the process, you begin to get a sense of where what should go and how you can build it up. So we're talking about the team, right? I have something for that here. Maybe you can add a video. Maybe the teams will comprise of this person and that person, and talk something about the team, say something about the team. Let's grab this one for that and see the team, PMO, blah blah blah. And like I said, I'm going to come back and flesh all this out so it makes more sense. Now, I remember put a video, so that's what's uploading right there. And we're making good time, and we're going to have this all done beautifully for you to see how you see it holistically and how you proceed with that. You can see how it's building up. All right, let's say, all right, maybe under epics, shouldn't there be an epic meeting? Now, one thing you didn't know, one of the features we have here is a Zoom type. I call it Zoom because that's what people know now, but it's a video telephony type capabilities. So you can actually have, let's say, under the directors, opening remarks. No, under epics. Let's say under epics, we could have an epic meeting, or like, let's say, do you want to discuss what goes into the epic, epic meeting? It's a high-level meeting for a couple of, maybe the executives, the PMs, and everybody. It could actually involve everybody, but let's just grab a picture for that. So this is now team meeting. Give it a time, 11 a.m. 20th August, right? Something like that. So that, and I'll show you how they can join that meeting. But this is how all that will work. And so when you upload that, you begin to see how, and I'm going to show you how you can join the meeting by Zoom. You can see here, epic meeting. So everything is coming together in a holistic way. And that's the idea, that's the concept, that's the idea. So, by the way, if you wanted to have that meeting, really have the meeting, all you need to do is for the, where was that meeting here? You click on this meeting, like whoever's hosting the meeting will click on it, click on edit again, click on it again, you'll see it, and then you hit this button, live video. That's our Zoom type video telephony. And when they do that, the meeting participants will also go there, and they would say meeting, and they will click on add comment, and this is how they join the meeting. So you can even try right now to get 2 accounts, 2 phones, a phone and laptop. By the way, I'm using a phone because just to show you how flexible it is. I mean, like, everybody's working from home, people are in different places right now, and they can do that. But watch something. I'm going to click on share just for you to see how that comes up, right? So you see, it's channel this epic meeting, team meeting. You can share it on WhatsApp, on Facebook, or wherever you want. Maybe you have a page, a group page, or privately, to people's private message. Hey, don't forget, this is where we're having a meeting at this time, blah blah blah. So it takes care of so much for you. And by the way, remember, you get everything as an email too. So you would have gotten all these posts I've been making right now, and that you can have that one meeting, blah 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 blah. You would have had that, so you have that in your log, so yes, that's happening. But we're coming quickly. We're coming at it, and we're going to continue building the channel. Just to give you, we'll get to the end. Let's see how long we have. We've spent a little time, but we have. It's important we really flesh this down to the end, down to the user stories and everything. So maybe a few more minutes. So we have gotten to a good point here. There's a team. Under the team, let's introduce the Scrum Master, right? So you know what the Scrum Master is. Scrum Master. So it's under the Scrum Master. He can have his own meetings. Maybe you want to put his picture, maybe not. Maybe you want to put something else. Let's see if I have a picture for Scrum Master. Let's use this lovely lady as Scrum Master. And I'm just running out of time, so I'm not going to write any text there. but just to show you what we're doing. And of course, underneath, you can have our meetings, just like Greta. We can have her, explain what the Scrum is all about. And then, of course, in a project, an agile methodology, you also have your product owner. So let's go back and create a product owner. We have another team. You see, we have a product owner. Cancel that. That was a mistake. I was going to say product owner. Now, an important thing, let's give the product owner an image. And do I have an image right there? Let's grab this guy. All right. And we're going to see, we'll save. Later on, like I said, I'll come back, flesh it out. But right now, I'm just creating where we're at. And mind you, the view is different for laptops, right? You know that, like I said, that's the Scrum Master, yeah, the Jiu-Jitsu Master, Scrum Master, right? She's going to basically make sure the project is on track. And she's going to have a lot of meetings underneath here. She's going to set up many things. Anytime she has a meeting, she's going to set up the documentation. She's going to do everything. So we're going to go again. I'm just trying to get to the end real quick. Let's say, all right, so the important product backlog, we're getting down to it now. So Scrum Master, who do we say the product backlog should be under? Let's leave it under team. Now you can do whatever you want, and that's a beautiful thing. You see, I'm creating live right now, real time with you. We could put that, you think it should be under the product owner or the Scrum Master, but I'll just leave it as on its own. Product backlog, let's call it product backlog. Now, you know what a product backlog is, right? That is where all your the requirements are. Like, we want this, we want that, the user stories, and you put all of them in the product backlog. Let's see if we grab an image for the product backlog, and maybe we do, maybe we don't. Let me grab this one. Team. I'm just going to give team. You can give it anything. But this is important here. We're going to add a table here too, because I want a table. Insert a table. We want a table for us to describe the product backlog. So we're going to say maybe this is number. And we're going to say user stories. All right, you got that? You can say one. You say user story one. Let's call it user story one. And I'm very conscious of the time, but I want to do something meaningful. You can get it at a glance. But you're beginning to see why it's holistic. You're able to see everything right there, and you're going to manage it. Once you see everything, the structure, let's see, product backlog of the team, user story one. We will flesh it out. Don't worry. We're going to go now. You know what happens next is that when you have a product backlog, it doesn't mean everything in the product backlog is going to go into the build, right? You know how Agile works again. This is all about Agile Scrum. Now you're going to say, under product backlog, let's say you can have a product release backlog. And that's a different thing. It's slightly different from product backlog. Product release backlog. These are the ones we've shortlisted. And of course, there'll be meetings for that to enter into the backlog. Let's grab it. I like grabbing images, they make it visual. Let's grab another one. And but here we're going to have a table again, a different type of table. Insert table. Let's have 3 columns, fine. So we want to know what went into the number. You want to say user story. These are the ones that made it into the sprint. Reason why selected. Selected. All right, so we can say we had number 1, we had user story 1. And we had the reason there. We're going to have another one. Okay, let's save this for now. Let's keep on running, and keep on running. We want to see if we can get this under. Boom. You see, it's taking shape. And anybody comes and says, okay, what are we working on? We're working on this. What was selected? Why was it selected? Where is the product backlog? Okay, who is the Scrum Master? Who is the product owner? You see, it becomes what's the theme? What are we working on? All right. They say, what did the president say about this? You play that. We had a couple of videos. Fourth quarter, what did the director's opening remark? What was it about?
Being transcribed into English, and then it is further being transcribed into Chinese. And
you see, you begin to fourth quarter. What are we doing fourth quarter?
With our 5th generation AI engine, 15 tops, twice what we had last year.
Wow, that's phenomenal. All right, so we're getting there. We're getting there real quick. We're getting there. Now we've got different tables. We've got different. So we're going to what people actually focus on, which is a sprint. But you can see how this all comes, how it all comes together. Sprint. We're going to put the sprint under. Let's put it under product release, right? Because it makes sense. Sprint. Sprints. All right, now under the sprint, we're going to say, but this is a very important one, and this is going to be used most. Not a video. Let's put more of an image. Most people are going to use this very often because you want to really understand what the sprint is all about and what makes what. And we're going to have another table. You see, this is you're actually, how many columns? Let's say, let me make it 4 because I want to add other things too. So we say sprint 1. This is where all the sprints are coming. Okay, time. All right, date. Actually, there'll be many more columns. I'm going to come back and redo this. Let's say resource. Do I call them resources or call it BA? Let's call it the business analyst. Who is the business analyst working on this, right? And so you're going to have your sprints there. You're going to have, like user story 1, who is working on story 1. Time. He's BA. You have your meetings for that. So you're going to slot in meetings 2 days. Time from maybe September 1 to 3rd. You see what's happening? Who is BA? Is, let's say it's Chad, and so that's how you're going to flesh out your what do you call them, sprints. You want to understand the sprint. You want to know who is doing what on the sprint, and how far that goes. So we're getting there. We're getting there real quick, and you begin to see why it's holistic at the same time, and it's manageable. Now, what's going to happen is I think I can just do one user story, and then we'll just kind of round this section up. Sprint. Under the sprint, you have user story 1. Well, user story 1. User story 1. All right. Let's give it an image just for consistency. I don't even know what I grabbed there. User story 1. Let's give consistency. Now, what's this about? This is where that whole documentation for the user story would come in here. Documentation, doc. Let's say save. Now, you with me so far. You have your whole holistic coming together. I think I can stop here, but before I stop, I'm going to show you, and then you can see how the project works. Now it looks different, really different on a laptop, because this is showing at the bottom, on the laptops on the side, because this is going to be like a grid instead on a laptop, and that's but it's interesting. You can see how it comes together. And I'm going to go back to the other channel, creators view. Now what happens is interesting. He says, all right, Carlos, I want to make Carlos, he's a BA, he's going to post. So you give him you may give him permission to post. And once you've done that, he can come in, Chad can come in and say, Carlos actually was his name, can come in and say, all right, I'm a BA, I'm doing this. He posts where he should post. But I also recommend that Carlos has his own view. And by the way, let's go, this is Carlos, no, this is Todd. See what happens with Carlos, right? You've given Carlos a refresh. You give Carlos permission. So Carlos can come in Now, when Carlos clicks on it, remember previously it was seen. Let's go back out first. Carlos. Now this is, let's see. You see, it has changed. Now Carlos is an admin. Carlos didn't have this before. When Carlos clicks to view, he sees what you are seeing as, he can now post on your channel. And whatever he does post, let's just say Carlos says, I just want to do one real quick so you see something. Carlos says, requirements gathering meeting. Carlos calls for a meeting, requirements gathering. All right, let's give an image. If there's one, Carlos calls a meeting, and let's say we'll save that. Okay, now we've saved that, and now we're going to go back to see. I want Carlos to drop it so he doesn't. You can drop it, right? And he's dropped that channel, that admin right, and he just sees it like this. Well, I'm in the wrong channel right now, but let me go back. So you're getting a sense of what, but this is important. I'm going to just show you this. I want to show you that whatever Carlos does, there's going to be history of it. So you're able to see, all right, Carlos has posted that. There's a log for it and all that. But we've had a pretty quick and good overview of how this comes together, as how the CHASD comes together, and that's the Chitchatchannel Holistic Agile Scrum Development. And I'm going to take a moment now, go back, flesh it out, come back, and then I'll show you how everything comes together and why it's holistic and why everybody needs it. Whether you want it to sit on top of your current Jira, or you want it as a standalone, you want to just try it out, that's up to you, but you're going to see how it works and you'll be able to take that decision. All right, so thanks for this one, and I'll see you soon.